Oh, damn it, I forgot to unmute. Okay. From the top. Hello, by the way. Um, yeah, sorry about that. Alright, so we're finally in the point where I have not actually played with these cards in the past. This set, I got a blister pack of, like 3 packs of it, and that is about it. It's probably a good time that I left the game here. Like, I left it for not because I disliked it, but because I just couldn't afford to keep up with it when nobody played. But it's probably a good time that I did because the Gemini monsters are just so bad. So Gemini monsters have to be summoned twice in order to get their effects. They count as normal monsters when they are not summoned. So I just need to open the window here. Like, they count as normal monsters unless they get summoned again whilst they're on the field, and then they get their very mediocre effects, to be honest. Most of them just aren't even worth it. There's one that is, we'll talk about these as we go, but yeah, most of them are just terrible. What we do have, though, we've got a bunch of normal monsters. We've got Hunter Dragon, which I might actually unironically play if I want to go with the Dragon strat, because it's a decent attack and it's a Dark Dragon. And it's not Infernal Dragon that destroys itself after it attacks, because that's really dumb. So yeah, there is that. Venoms also came in this set, and Venoms are one of the absolute worst archetypes to ever exist. Even worse than Neos, probably, because at least Neos can put some decently big monsters on the board. They do have kind of an insane boss monster in their own right, but way ahead of its time in terms of protection, but just doesn't really do anything because it needs to be used in its own stupid archetype. A Rainbow Dragon would be funny, if only because I actually got, like, basically a full Crystal Beast deck in the last set, so we might actually experiment with that off camera if I do get it. I probably wouldn't play it for this round, but, you get Chrysalis monsters, you need Neospace in field. This is the bit that I always forget. You need Neospace on the field in order to tribute these to get the Neospatians out. It's so terrible, why would you ever do that? Necro Gardener is legitimately good, although maybe not immediately. It's good when Light Swarm comes out in a couple of sets' time. I think it's like 3 sets is when they come out, because Light Swarms can discard cards from the deck to the graveyard with their maintenance cost, basically, and then this thing lets you just block an attack in the grave by banishing it. It's also a Dark Warrior, so like it's not even that bad right now, but I probably wouldn't run it immediately, but it'd be a nice pickup. Probably one of the few in this set that's actually good. Phenomenaga, like I was saying, this thing's well ahead of its time. It's like, this card cannot be targeted by and is unaffected by Spell Trap and other monster effects. Like, dude, this thing has got some of the best protection in the entire game. But it's in an archetype that can't summon it. It does have a win condition, but like, good luck with that. Venoms put counters on the board to reduce the attack values, I think. That's about it. It's pretty bad. Neosalius, again, legitimately good, if only for what it is, not because of what it does. It's a Gemini monster, which it becomes Neos whilst it's on the field. If you Gemini summon it, summon this thing twice and you can contact fuse, whoop-de-doo. But it's a level 4, 1900 attack, Light Warrior. All of those are insane traits. Being a normal monster can sometimes help as well, because it gets treated as a normal monster whilst it's on field or in graveyard. So like that can sometimes be good. Like you can oversoul this thing if you're playing that. But the fact that it's 1900 light and is a roller target, I would actually probably play this if I get it, and if I'm using enough warriors. The Emperor Dragon over here is not Chaos Emperor by any means, but I guess if you could revive this out the graveyard and then Gemini it whilst it's on the field, it's a 2400 double attacker, which is cute, but it's fire. King Dragon would be okay with this. This would be a good target for that, but then why would I play this over Horus, right? So, I don't know. There's Doom Shaman lets you special summon Beans, I guess that's kind of cute. That's not amazing. Crystal Seer, I think, actually saw play back in the day and would give me an excuse to retry the Apprentice engine, which is something that I wouldn't necessarily mind. So, that could be okay. Neospace Pathfinder is the Neospace field card that we didn't get in the last set for some reason. Probably just ran out of space. And then these two were like fire, water, and wind, earth versions of chaos monsters, but they're just so much worse. Yeah, you have to discard a card in order to use their effects, and then it's a once per turn. This one can destroy a monster, but you've got to banish 1 fire and 2 waters to bring it out. That's not great. And then this one just destroys a spell and trap. Well, we have all the MSTs in the world now, so we're not worried. Ritual Raven's kind of cool, I guess, if you want to play Demise, because you could use this as just a whole thing for Dark Ritual. That's cute. Zombie Master is the last holo that I ever pulled in real life. It's actually really good, but we're not going to get enough zombie cards in order to make this playable. Like, the zombies are too high rarity for us to get enough of them. But this would be really sweet. Like, yeah, you send a monster from your hand to the graveyard, then target a level 4 lower zombie in either graveyard. That's actually really good later when Zombie World comes in. And yeah, special that target. It's 1800 by itself, it can swarm because it's a soft once per turn, if you can discard enough monsters. This thing is really cool. It's just a bit too high rarity, I guess, for the whole set. Dark Bright needs Necroshade, we can't really play it. Magmanius is a secret, this is a triple contact fusion, which has a much stronger effect as a result, but like, still really bad. A Gemini's a common, this is an instant fusion target, so this actually could be useful. Fifth Hope is Pot of Avarice, but for elemental heroes only. However, if it's the only card that you have, you draw 3 instead of 2, which is okay. I think Convert Contact was actually like a stupidly good archetype draw card, which is weird because it's in Neos, but they're allowed 1 good card, right? Because this Foolish Burials as well as discards a Spatian from the hand, and then you draw 2. So it's like, yeah, you're discarding a Spatian and Foolish Burialing one from the deck, and that's just really strong. Snake Rain, most busted card that never got busted. I mean, apparently there's a new Abyss archetype like coming out in the OCG that might actually be good with this card, but we'll see. Double Summon is in this set. It's fine. Summoner's Art is pretty good. I mean, Double Summon's pretty strong in certain formats, I imagine, so maybe we'll pick it up and that'll be good. Creature Seizure is Creature Swap, but you have to choose a face-up normal monster. That's fine. It's Controller's Choice, so it's the same as Creature Swap. We have triple Creature Swap. We don't really need to play that, to be honest. I think Mirrorgate is hero support that's really bad. So a lot of these Reptile cards, because of the Venom archetype, they're all garbage. Destructive Draw I always wanted to be good whenever I see this in video games, but it's just not. Spell Reclamation I guess is okay if you can discard, if you have a good enough spell to play it with. Like, this with Regeki would be kind of cool, right? Regeki the board, yeah, you're discarding, like, you're going 2 extra, discarding 2 extra cards to do it, pretty much. But, you Regeki and then you play this and get the Regeki back for later. That's kind of cute, I guess. Then there's a bunch of these weird fish cards that I've never really read ever, I'll be honest, but I think these 3 have to work together and one of them is a secret, so good luck. And then there's Illblood, which is easily the best card in the set, but we'll never have enough of the stuff to make it work. So this is a Gemini, but it's a zombie. It's level 6, you would normally play this with like Pyramid Turtle, and then if you can Gemini summon it, then you just get to special summon zombies from your hand or either graveyard, once per turn, per Illblood. But if this leaves the field, all the zombies that were summoned by it get destroyed. This thing apparently was an absolute menace when it came out. Like, the zombie deck was actually top tier when this was a thing. So that's kind of cool, but it's secret rare. We're never going to be able to get nearly enough of them to actually make it work. So we're not going to get to see that. Anyhow, yeah, we're into the set now that I have not actually ever played with. So we're finally at that point where I don't actually have knowledge about the game in the past. So let's just see how this goes. I'm pretty sure this set is like absolute trash though, just looking through it. There's nothing that we're really going to want. Again, if I get Crystal Seer, that would be kind of cool. Summoner's Art is nice, actually. I know Cleathor later on, I'm pretty sure I've seen a little bit of Cleathor like Sea of the Duelist, and they're all like normal monsters that you could use this, or high level. So like Cleese would be something to use Summoner's Art with later. Trap Reclamation is not really great. Hey Redneck, how's it going? Yeah, nothing too good. I mean, a Gemini for the instant fusion target is not too bad. I mean, it's better than like Guilty of the Dark Knight most of the time. So that's it. Whoa! Elemental Hero Darkbite. The only problem with this is it needs Necroshade, which is a promo that we don't have. I think it's not a terrible card otherwise though, right? Must be Fusion Summon, yeah, as all of them are. It does piercing, and if it attacks, changes face-up defense at the end. If it's destroyed, target. Yeah, okay, it's not super good, but it's not the worst thing I've ever read. But the problem is it needs Necroshade, and Necroshade is just not available in normal packs. I'm not too bad. We're 0-1 for the day, but I think I know what I need to do in order to actually change that. So I'm not too bent out of shape at the moment. Fifth Hope. Like I said, this is Pot of Avarice, but for elemental heroes. Except if you have no other cards when you play this, you get 3 cards instead of 2. So yeah, you could say it's going. Nothing remotely good in here, to be totally honest with you. Not worth mentioning. There's another super rare Aquarian Lesser. Not even gonna look at it because I know it's not a good card. It's a Gemini, so... I mean, it's nice to get the super, but it's not really worth it here. Nothing out of here. I mean, again, this set is one of the worst. I'd argue that this is worse than Cyberdark Impact, I'll be totally honest. The only reason this set is probably remembered more fondly than Cyberdark, we did get an Ultra. The only reason this set is more fondly remembered is because it has Illblood and Zombie Master, but there is like, and Double Summon I guess. But Double Summon's kind of a meme in its own right. So Desert Twister is the one that you banish, 2 Earth and a Wind? Or is it the, no, it's 2 Wind and an Earth. And then you can once per turn discard a card, destroy a spell or trap on the field. It's just not nearly strong enough, but hey, at least it's there. I guess it's doing its best. Space Pathfinder. Yeah, gift cards is kind of funny with that. Bad reaction. Oh yeah, the one, because gift card gives your opponent 3,000 life points. Yeah. There's another Summoner's Art, so at least we're getting those. What do we got? Nothing really worth speaking on there, so let's just move on. We do get a Haunted Dragon. That's probably, honestly, the best card that I could get in this set. I would like Crystal Seer, but I'm not holding out hope, considering I've already gotten like 2 Ultra Rares in this set, and it wasn't one of them. Yeah, nothing out of there. 5 packs to go. There's nothing out of there. I know the Broken Bamboo Sword, there's like a Bamboo Sword engine later on that lets you draw cards and stuff off it, but yeah, it doesn't really do anything. Another Neo Space Pathfinder. So, woo, I guess we have the Light Warrior now. Yo, I actually did get Neos Alias though. That's neat. Yeah, I might just play this because it's 1900 and I could search for Rhoda. I might not though, because I'm not playing Rhoda at the moment, but still. Dude! Yo, we got the Rainbow Dragon! Oh, I was getting kind of disappointed with the stuff here. For those who didn't actually see the previous thing, I pulled like a full-scale Crystal Beast deck. Minus the... Oh, I didn't even trade in yet, but we'll get that later on. Minus the... I think it was like minus 2 Topaz Tiger, which I'm going to trade 1 in. I forgot to do that before we opened, but it's fine. Yeah, minus that, and like... what was the other one I didn't get? I was missing 1 Sapphire Pegasus. But I have 2 Sapphire Pegasus. That's probably enough to make a Crystal Beast deck at least functional. Rainbow Dragon is like the boss monster for the Crystal Beast deck. So, okay, the catch is that you have to play all 7 of the Crystal Beast monsters. There are exactly 7 of them, so you do have to play all of them. And yeah, they either have to be all in the field or graveyard in order to make this work. Remember, Crystal Beasts do go to the Spell and Trap Zone when they get destroyed, so going to the field is really not that big of a deal. But it's a 4,000 attack monster that the turn after it activates its effect, the turn after it's summoned, you can pay, you don't even have to pay life points for it. It's like, you can either send all of your other Crystal Beast monsters, or all of your Crystal Beast monsters to the graveyard to give this thing like OTK attack, or you can banish all of your Crystal Beast monsters in the graveyard and shuffle everything on the field into the deck. Really though, this is a 4000 attack special summon monster that is like, it's difficult to bring out, but if you're gonna play Crystal Beast, you might as well play the boss monster. Okay, I'm pretty happy at that, to be honest. Plus, I mean, hey, it's online, but hey, first edition one, it's $80. How about that? Alright, last pack. It's nothing special, go figure. Okay, I mean, I can't complain with this one. We did get the main card that we were after, right? The Neos Alias, actually, is pretty good. Rainbow Dragon is fine. Should be fun if I do try and build. I'm going to have to try and build Crystal Beast offline, I think. Or maybe if somebody would want to help. I don't know, because I don't really know how to build a Crystal Beast. But, yeah, I can't really complain about this opening. Because this set is just that bad. I did get some cool text though. Fifth Hope is neat. I wonder if there'd be a way for me to actually use that. Okay, we got 3 regular and 3 first edition of these. That's silly. Convert Contacts, not super good. Not really caring. Counter is a fun card, actually. A little bit of history on this one. This is a counter trap that negates the activation of a counter trap and destroys it. Fun fact, this was originally not printed with the counter trap symbol on it. So it was a normal trap, spell speed 2, that was supposed to counter a counter trap, which is spell speed 3. You can't play a spell speed 2 card in response to a spell speed 3. So they had to actually go back and errata it because it was incorrect when it came out. And I thought that was pretty funny. Okay, yeah, so no Crystal Seer, but I mean, I got a lot of other good things here, so I wasn't expecting Crystal Seer, like, not in a million years, so that is fine. Just going through the set, I mean, I only got one Hunter Dragon, I suppose, but like, whatever. Just running through the set in a moment so I can condense the first edition and like second, like the regular unlimited ones here, because I don't like having multiple copies of the same card and thing. It makes it a little bit difficult to actually properly read how many cards I have in the thing. So I always try and go through this way. Alright, I'm gonna need to take a bit of a drink before I actually go into to the deck building here, but I know roughly what I need to do. I need to curb back a little bit on the full combo, and I need to just play. Yeah, exactly, Chaos. But hey, we got Neos Alias, I got Fifth Hope, which I guess if I want to play the heroes, it's fine. I got Rainbow Dragon. I didn't get Crystal Seer, and I didn't get any, like, I didn't get Zombie Master or anything like that, but we're fine on that sense. So, like, the game is really wanting me to play Crystal Beast, but I do not know how I'm going to build that yet, so I'm not going to try and do that in the time frame that we have here. Alright, let me actually get a drink here, because my throat is starting to die on me a little bit here. But yeah, this set is just infinitely worse than Cyberdark Impact. The only reason it's remembered more favourably is because Ill Blood and Zombie Master, I believe, made Zombies tier 1 at the time. Which, granted, that's more than Cyberdark Impact did, but still. Okay. So, let me do that. Let's give this a go. Alright, so we're not, I don't think we're gonna be, yeah, done on the wheel this time as well, but whatever. Can't complain. What do I want to do as my core is the thing here. I know, but we got so many of the cards. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, what do I want to work with as the core in this one? I mean, maybe just a 6M. Oh, I suppose, like, this deck kind of... Like, this deck as a core works, I won't run the fusion stuff, I don't think. Because there's things that... There's a lot more that I need to actually solve in this one. So I think... So long as I can keep my light dark count reasonable, I think we're good to go on taking out this stuff. From this particular build. So, I mean, I'm gonna need to curb some of this stuff as well, but let's just start. Some of the stuff that I need to add in. I have not been playing Threatening Roar at the moment. This needs to come in. Because I'm just getting smacked on the crap bat by all of these control spells and stuff. I need to just put a fucking wall, you know, like a barrier up on that at least for one turn. I think I'm gonna need to do some counter stuff as well, unfortunately. Oh, I know, you would run Harmon, but hey, I mean, dude, if nothing else, that Rainbow Dragon is my, that Rainbow Dragon is the sign that I'm gonna get Rainbow Neos when that comes out. Because, dude, I would probably actually play Rainbow Neos. Since we've got a lot of the hang of it, right? Because you could Future Fusion that. Wait, can you Miracle Fusion this? Because it's an No, it's not an Elemental hero, it's just Rainbow Neos. You can't Miracle Fusion that, can you? Huh. You know what you can at least do, though, is you can search out Rainbow Dragon with Witch. So there's at least some search for it. I don't know. Yeah, you can't even Miracle Fusion it. How sad. Yeah, there's like nothing in this this set that will work. All right, so I need to look at some different light darks then. Sasuke obviously is coming in. Cyberdark Magician's not a terrible like idea. I didn't get to use it last time, but. I almost feel like maybe I should try the Apprentice engine again. I wonder if that would be better here. Curse Seal is something that I probably should side deck at this point. Like, I'm still not actually getting hit by destruction effects that often. Book needs to go in the main, obviously. Curse Seal definitely at least needs to go side deck. Man, I really just want to play counter fairy stuff here, but I don't think I quite have enough actual counter traps and stuff to run it. But I really want to, because like that's how it feels like it needs to go at this point. We're missing. Are we missing lights? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Yeah, so a couple more wouldn't go astray. And then darks, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just worried that the Apprentice engine is just too slow at this stage of the game. there's a fault. Okay, so I wasn't going to play this before because I figured it was generally too weak, but given what we've seen in that previous game, I have 2 copies of that. I always wanted to play this because I used to play this quite a bit. It's actually surprisingly strong. To that end, Rush Recklessly should probably get at least sided here. I'll put it in just now, but we should probably side it if nothing else. Because yeah, Sage of Silence stopping the spell trigger stuff is really good. Tsukiyomi's not a bad side deck option if we're going to see a lot more of the Monarchs. Grand Mole should probably be a 2 of it here as well, let's be real. Because I have 2 copies of it, I should probably put 2 copies in. Tribe to main for sure. We're still on 7 Dark, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I am on 7, yeah. Yeah, Wing Blast is not getting as much use now as it was before, so that might have to... Oh, also, MST should definitely... the third one should go sided, if nothing else. I kind of want to just play Harvest, to be honest. I mean, maybe in the side, because if I'm going to play the counter traps... Because I have 1 copy of it, despite it being a secret rare. Yeah, because I don't really have a lot of other good counter traps that I would use here, I don't think. I mean, pulling the rug is an option if we're going to come across a lot of these normal summon stuffs. That might be a little bit too specific of a counter, but it's probably worth a shot, you know? Crossout needs to come back in the main deck for sure because of the Momongas. So I guess at the very least, if I play Threatening Roar, then I can stop the at the very least I can stop the... I think these actually need to go for the counter traps. If I play Threatening Roar, then I can, as soon as like Change of Heart or something gets played, then I can stop getting killed by it for a turn. But then it's like, what am I doing after that? Remind me here. Get the activation and effect of an effect monster whose effect activated when a monster was normal summoned. Oh, so like pulling the rogue... Wait, pulling the rogue doesn't actually just destroy Monarchs then, right? It would destroy something else that would trigger if a monster got summoned, like normal summon. I can't think of a card off the top of my head that does that, but I know there are some. Yeah, even if the trigger effect came from a monster a different monster than the one that was normal summoned. I also like King Tiger Wangu, right? Ah, I wanted to play Wangu too, but I only have one copy. Yeah. Yeah, I got a little bit confused when it said the even itself thing, but like I said, I can't think of very many monsters that do that, but like King Tiger Wangu would be one. But this needs to go side. Like even if I take out one of the force back, I have a playset of both of these. I think that needs to go side. Do I really just like side a full-on counter fairy thing in here? Because I mean I don't have the heralds to do it, but I have Bountiful Artemis. I could just do that. I don't believe Trap Jammer is really worth it that much, but it could be. Again, if I'm looking at it that way, I probably would want Magic Drain in the side as well. Okay, how am I actually fitting stuff in main deck here? Because I would like Rush if I'm going to use Sage. But maybe I can get away with just using Bookmoon. Yeah, the battle phase trap I think is pretty ill. I'm actually thinking of ditching Wind Blast here, to be honest. Like at least siding it instead of maining here, because Wing Blast just hasn't been doing work the last season here. Yeah, why did it have to be? I know it's a meme of a card, but I actually would play it right now. Like it would be good enough in this format to play. I have Magic Drain, like I can use the stuff as well, but Magic Drain is a little sketch. I do have a playset of it though, like I could easily put Magic Drain in here. Because yeah, it's looking like my counter traps are like Magic Drain. I've got Negate Attack, which no, Threatening Roar is just better, even if I'm playing counter stuff. Yeah, Trap Jammer, and then pretty much the ones that I already have here. Ryoku Field is the one of, which I would actually side back in if I'm going down this sort of thing. I mean, I might even have to just main deck it again. I don't want to main deck it, because this thing now dies to MST, which is obviously really bad, but too bad I don't have Judgment of Anubis. It does at least 1-for-1, yeah. Okay, maybe I am just pitching that here. Rush Recklessly is really good with Sage of Silence, though. Because, okay, you, I think, are going... Is it bad that I'm actually considering outing that? I mean, Avarice is going. Because the thing is, I'm getting destroyed by all of these, like, change effect stuff whenever I try and do any big hit. I really want to put Remove Brainwashing in, but I know it's just going to get MST, so it's like... It's pretty frustrating, to be honest. It's like, I know if I go for a big swing and it just, like... Yeah, Magic Drain definitely does need to come in at least, though. Or something to that degree. I'm just... This is going too heavy on the counter stuff at this point, but let's put them in anyway. I mean, hey, we could just set 5 and pass, right? See Heavy Storm now, right? But that's the thing, we know he has Heavy, so... But I think, unironically, this is actually starting to get to the point where this card is going in inside deck. I'm going to put them there at the moment because I don't have space in the side just yet for it, but I think unironically this card is going side deck at this point. I mean, I could even just remove one of the Hex Seals to facilitate stuff here. Neos Alias probably should go in here actually, just because it's 1900, right? Like, that's basically the one good card that I got from this set. I guess I should add it. The Sages and Hex, yeah, they will be. But this is the thing, is I'm not main decking Counter Fairy, I'd be side decking it. So these would come out as a side deck. That's the idea. Obviously I do need to cut this down quite a bit. Yeah, Sasuke is probably droppable at this point. Okay, let's filter out this side here. I'm actually... I guess I do need to put that back in. Exile Force is probably going to go in this build. Yeah, that's the thing, is I need to work out if I'm going to main deck some counters. Maybe just main deck the Magic Drain and go Harvest instead. Because, like, triple main decking Magic Drain is probably not that bad, actually. And I've got Ryoku Field as well, like, that's probably fine. So then you are going side. Not sure what my game plan is to actually side a lot of this stuff in, but, you know, we'll see. Because I've still got to make a couple of actual cuts here as well. Rush Recklessly probably does have to be cut. I really hate the fact that it's the cut card here, because I feel like Rush is actually really good with Sage, but I don't have enough other stuff to make it work, I don't think. Yep, Confiscation can do that as well. I think I like the idea of Dust Tornado as a way of preserving some stuff here, but Dust is probably cuttable. So the reason I had Dust actually and not just the triple MST is because I'm a little bit worried about Curse Seal on his end. Like, if MST gets Curse Sealed, that's gonna be really bad. I suppose they're Snipe Hunter targets at that point, but like, that just adds more, like, super dead draws. And I don't like that. Yeah, I actually think I'm gonna keep Dust and go with 2 MST instead, because I think Dust's second effect is actually not bad in a deck that's gonna be this sort of style. Triple Threatening Roar is staying in the deck no matter what. That's pretty much the answer that I need here to really not get blown up by dumb boards every time. So that has to stay pretty much. I don't think I need all of the this stuff. Maybe Ryoku Field can get cut here. Am I really gonna just ditch Wing Blast? Like, do I need Wing Blast at this point though? Drop one for Goats? Oh yeah, of course, Scapegoat is... I think I might have... No, I've never had Scapegoat in this particular deck, but yeah, no, Goats needs to be... This is funny as well. Duel the brains. Yeah, no, Goats should probably come in. Oh boy. Are you thinking like one drain to the side? That's gonna cut too much out of Harvest though. I mean, I guess Harvest is just Sasuke if it doesn't get its effect, but even so, I'd like to get its effect. Now everything feels too important. I don't know what's even worth pitching here. God, this is kind of annoying. Yeah, honestly, Wing Blast might be it. As good of a card as it is, I think Wing Blast actually needs to be thinking out here, because I believe, given the way these games have been going, if I'm gonna get MST'd or something, I would rather flip Threatening Roar than Wing Blast. Because that's happened quite a bit, actually. I've had like one back row, he's MST'd it, and it's just been Wing Blast, and then I get hosed out. Yeah, it can. It definitely can. Oh, man. Threatening Roar, like triple Threatening Roar almost feels like too much of a knee-jerk reaction here, but I think it's still very relevant. Is Bottomless the cut here? Maybe I should cut further into the spells. Crossout was really good against the specific like setup that he was wanting to run, right? Because he was using Momongas and stuff like that a lot. So it's really good there. But I think that should probably be a look and see what he's playing first, because he might not be playing targets to cross out. Like, it would have been really good against his Momongas and stuff like that. His Momonga and like the Hyena, I think, from last time round. I haven't had cross out in the main deck in like last game either, and I think that is a reasonable shout to go. Book is too versatile. I can't really justify cutting him out immediately, because Book also deals with a lot of his, deals with quite a few of the control things as well. See, I'm not even sure if main decking triple Magic Drain is actually the right play. Yeah, Book is super good with Sage, exactly. So, like, I think Book has got to stay as it. I guess my main concern, if I get rid of something like Bottomless, is like, where is my... If I don't draw Chaos, where is my damage output coming from, you know? Like, if I fizzle because of that, like, that would be really bad, but is Call like too high in this deck as a 2-of? Like, with 2 Call and a Premature, is that too high for this sort of deck? It might be. Because, I mean, I don't have anything above 21 to bring back with it. Obviously, these can be, but... I mean, I guess my main goal here is Cyberdragon, like, Grand Mole or something, isn't it? So... That's really tough to cut down. So I don't want to cut the monsters because I think I need to just run as much as I actually have some outs that way. I don't particularly want to cut the monsters down. I mean, I guess it could, but like, from where? Oh god. Yeah, I'm probably okay with heavy. I mean, threatening roar, yeah, I could probably cut one. Side the drain, yeah. I'm leaning towards that. I really want 3 of this in, but I am leaning towards a similar sort of idea as well. That said, I mean, I'd be tempted to like cut this and side the dust though. Just because Magic Drain at least forces him to have it if he's gonna go for the Change of Heart stuff. Drain at least forces him to have it. Because yeah, having Ghosts is probably fine for that. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay, so let's go over the general thing with this at the moment. Yeah, I know, right? It's funny because he basically is running he ran Frogmon out there because I basically told him to, quote-unquote, homework. I told him to build it for today. Because we were going to just test things, we weren't actually going to play the match stuff today, but I basically told him to build it because it was like, you have all of the tools for this. If you're complaining about not being able to get tribute stuff out, run this kind of thing. It's like, yeah, just build Frogmon out, right? Because you have all of them. He doesn't have Riser, thankfully. Neither do we, but like, he doesn't have Riser, but like, he had all of them up until that point. So, you know, looks like he's ready, so... Okay, we need to save this as a new thing. I actually have no idea what to call this. I'm just gonna ding that, because that's what we got. Okay, so we got the Chaos stuff, we got the Cyber Dragon. I'm still keeping 1 Hex Sealed in here because the blowout potential with Cyber Twin is really high. Alias and Wisdom are just general high attack monsters here. Alias being 1900 is pretty good. Wisdom can get back the Magic Drains, it's probably why I wanted to cut Dust instead of Drain. 2 Grand Mole because this thing's a piece of booty and it's kind of funny. Sage of Silence, just so that, because he was playing a lot of weak monsters, that I could maybe shut him out the spells for a turn with that, which is the thing that's killing me, so you know. Sangan, Triple Snipe Hunter, Spirit Reaper's probably still something I could ditch, but I don't know what I would ditch in a reasonable amount of time to make it actually still okay. Like, I don't know what I put in instead, so I think Spirit Reaper just as a general thing is not bad. It just hasn't come up yet, so, you know, it's kind of whatever. Tribe is the other sort of discard thing here because I mean, if he's going to play a lot of like the Hyena and stuff, Tribe can deal with that. Witch searches out most of the deck. 2 Book of Moon for everything. Book of Moon is the best card ever. Confiscation is great. Yeah, I mean, if I can aggro with it, it'll be fine. Dark Hole, blah blah blah. All of these are the same usual bit there. Scapegoats coming in as a thing with threatening boards to be a response to getting hosed by all the control switching stuff. Yeah, trust me, I want to get it to work, but we'll see. Yeah, 2 Core, Bottomless, triple Magic Drain to try and deal with some of the stuff here as well. Let's just fire up these here set, and we will go from there. Meow. Alright, so Cyberdark Impact might be known as the worst set ever, but I honestly think this one could give it a run for its money.
Oh yeah, the cards here are very underwhelming.
There may be 1 or 2 gems in the rough though. One or two lights at the end of a rainbow, perhaps. Anyway, yeah, let's just get this going. Not much is going to have evolved in terms of our tactics here, right? So...
No. I mean, I'll be honest, there is a way it could have, but I messed it up. I'll explain that after we're done.
Unfortunate. Okay. Don't tell me you forgot to do the thing again.
I'll explain later.
That's okay.
I'll explain it all later. Wow, 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 wow. Dark Sparking. Wow, wow, wow. Nope.
I go for it.
Alright, go for broke.
I think the extra card drawer is probably the better thing here.
Yeah. Disgruntled T-pose.
Alright. Nothing on draw?
Nope.
Alright, let's pop that back there then.
At least it's not an NSC this time.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. My body is a good one to see. Let's see what else you're working with here, though. Heavy, Sidra, and Avarice. Yeah, the Cyber Dragon is the obvious thing to discard here, right? Avarice and Heavy Storm, huh? Okay. Well, let's special summon our own Cyber Dragon.
Alright.
And it's not Grand Mole, but it is Sangan, so that should be pretty good.
Sangan.
And battle phase, we're going to go in and attack. It's a witch, okay. Well, hey, at least you get a monster out of it. So you've got Avarice, Heavy Storm.
It's a witch.
Avarice, Heavy Storm, and whatever this is going to get.
Oh, I can search for that, actually. Ooh, that's tempting. No, I'm gonna take this instead, though.
Malanga. Yep, seems about right. Okay, main 2, we are going to set to make a nice little V shape over here, and go ahead.
You don't want to attack with Sangan?
Oh, yes, I should, shouldn't I? Ah! Yeah, I should, though, shouldn't I?
I'll take it down. I'll take it.
I forgot that I hadn't even done that yet. Oh well, sorry about that.
No, that's fine. That happens. All right.
It's funny because if we were in Legacy of the Duelist, it would have automatically defaulted to having to attack, like going for this next. So it would have been like, hey, make it really obvious this is the next attack. So like, I wouldn't. It's funny. It's just because it being manual stuff, right?
Yeah. All right. Well, you know it's here.
I do.
Why did I do that? Alright. Battle phase.
Yep. No. I'm gonna Book of Moon it.
Oh.
And I'm actually going to Book of Moon my Sangan here to set this into defense. This is gonna then get flipped up. It will get destroyed, but I will get the Sangan Surge. And I'm going to get myself Sage of Silence.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Stand by main. Yeah, so that's what we got. Yeah, Let me think about this, actually. Yeah, what am I even thinking of here? We're going to normal summon Tribe. We're going to activate Tribe. This is why I book him into Sangan and not your Mamanga, by the way. We're going to discard Sage of Silence, declare Beast to destroy that by effect. And then we're going to Banish to put out Chaos Echo Dragon.
Oh,
and
Lord.
That's game. Unless you've got, like, Kuribo in hand, that's game. Because Battle Phase, this hits at 16, that's at 21's 37, 67, main 2, I would use the effect. And,
Yep.
I overcomplicated that a little bit there, but yep.
So I messed that game up pretty hardcore just now. I'll explain why in a minute.
That's fair. I figured I needed to take as much of a punish as I could off of that in the end. I was like, and then I looked at my hand, and I was initially just going to summon the Sage so I could null your spells. And then I looked at the hand again, and I was like, wait a minute, why don't I just kill you this time? You know?
It's like, why don't I just kill you?
Yeah, it's like, what am I doing here? The problem with a game being that fast is I don't really know if I want to decide anything. Because yeah, that kind of just went places, and I'm like, well, I don't know if that's actually something I need to do anything about now, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I messed that one up. That's on me though.
I've screwed up games as well. I mean, that Spirit Reaper and Darkworld thing, I still will kick myself over that one, you know? Damn, I really want this, but I don't know how. You know what, that's probably wrong, but let's do that anyway. Alright.
Go for broke.
Yeah, okay. Alright, there we go. Maybe it's just loaded up. Alright, Star Maid, we will do ourselves the, whatever the hell this thing is, and end turn.
One side versus the other, that's what that is. Alright. Alright. Well, now I can do that.
Yep, it is Magic Drain.
Oh no, I can't discard a magic card.
Yeah, I'm not actually activating it, so...
Yeah, I know. Well, now we can special summon.
Mm-hmm.
Battle phase.
It is Witch, so I am going to get a search here. Question is what, all things considered. Oh, God, I really hate that this is probably the right answer here, but I think I have to take Snipe Hunter.
Snipe Hunter. Yep. Alright, main phase 2. I can set that since I was special summoned.
Okay.
And then turn.
Alright, yeah, I don't really have much of a choice. I'm going to normal summon the Snipe.
Yep.
We're going to discard the Hexsteel Fusion, target the Cyber Dragon.
Yep.
And... Yep, that's what I thought. So we're going to have to discard... let's discard Neos Alias and target it.
Neos Alias. Ooh.
Don't get too excited. It's 1900, that's about it, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Really?
I'm not gonna bother because there's no point. There is absolutely no point in even continuing with that.
Alright. Alright. Won't question it any more than that then.
I mean, I could discard my whole hand and then you just kill this Time Hunter and then it's just a painful, slow and painful death. Or I could just save us all the effort and all the salt and just go to game 3. I think one option is
save
better
all
than
the salt,
here.
please. Think of the mashed potatoes and gravy.
I think there's a clear answer as to what is the best option out of those. Well, the prophecy was at least foretold off of it. I said it would lose games by itself, and it's like, yeah, unfortunately. Not really anything you can do about it.
I guess not. That still sucks, though.
It does, but, you know.
Amazing.
That's not the word I would use for it, but yeah.
Well, whatever you want to use. All right.
I don't think it's really worth saying what I would think of that. All right. Let's go for Pot of Greed.
All right.
We'll draw our tool. We'll summon Witch.
Yep.
And go for an attack.
Let's put it in defense mode.
Yep, that's fine. I'd rather you use it on that than something more threatening. Okay. Set 2. Go ahead.
Alright, stand by main. Well, let's have those two off the field.
Let's try not. I'm gonna make you work for it. It's gonna be a 2 for 2.
Why do I still have this card?
Oh, so it's this one's
Nope,
staying put. Okay,
yep.
That's fine.
Alright.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh.
Alright.
I see. Well, now that I know Heavy Storm is gone, we will do that, and go.
Alright, stand by main.
Yeah, I don't have one this time. Go ahead. That was why you probably was.
Yeah.
Oh no, you would have top decked that, right? Because you would have just discarded swords and played Pot of Greed last turn, surely, if you had it. Yeah, so that must have been the top deck.
All right, so that was one turn on swords. All right, so now we can do that.
Yep.
Battle phase, attack the face down?
Yeah, that's fine. It is Sangan.
You top drawing your witches in Sun Gun. Multiple times.
Yeah.
You know what I just thought of? Both Sun Gun and Witch say if card is sent from the field to graveyard.
Yeah.
Imagine them being strict and saying sent, not destroyed.
Yeah, if it's like if they were destroyed, then Chaos Emperor Dragon wouldn't synergize with them. I'm gonna take Spirit Reaper.
Ah. Interesting. Alright, well, I will set one and turn.
Okay. Standby main. Set a card. Could be literally anything. You know, I mean, I've got plenty of monsters actually. If you know, that you might not know. Plenty of cards you don't know in my hand. So could be something else. You never know.
Could be. You never know. Well. All right. Well. Let's see if I can do this.
What do you want?
Target the second one.
Yeah, it's forced back.
Well, I'm glad I did that, because now I can tribute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and which one do you want?
And then target one monster. Target the face down.
Yeah, it was the Spirit Reaper, so...
Well, yeah, we just target by anything. Oh, yeah! Haha! Alright. Alright, well, battle phase.
Yeah, that'll go. I will take... What do I need out of here? I'm gonna take Harvest Angel of Wisdom, I believe. It's gonna be the way around for this.
Ooh. Counter chaps. Ooh, that's gonna be interesting.
I mean, you've seen I've got Magic Drain and Thingy in here, so...
Yep.
I will take the 24.
Alright. And turn on that.
Okay, stand by main, let's fire off Dark Hole.
Yes.
Seems a reasonable enough situation for that. And then we're going to set one and go. Swords are gone.
Yep. Alright, stand by. Goodbye.
So that's good at least.
Set and go.
Alright. Might actually potentially get somewhere. Maybe not with that. I'm gonna normal summon Sage of Silence.
Alright.
We're gonna flip summon our Harvest Angel of Wisdom. And battle phase, we're gonna have Sage attack the face down here.
Let's see where we're gonna go.
Okay, plus side, you don't get to activate spells next turn, so that's good for me. Alright, downside, I don't get my counter trap because it wasn't destroyed in battle, but whatever. Hey, at least I attacked with the right thing here. Okay, so we're gonna special the Snipe Hunter, and then into the hand is Bottomless Trap Hole, Call of the Haunted, a Cyber Dragon that really wanted to go to the graveyard for some reason, and Book of Moon. But I'm actually just going to type those into the chat on the side so you can keep this in whilst it's easier that way. I'll look at that in a sec.
Right.
So what was it?
Take your time on that.
So was it Bottomless Call? Yeah.
Bottomless Trap Hole, Cyber Dragon.
Yeah, it's Bottomless Call, Cyber Dragon, and the Book of Moon was the other one. So it's Book, Sidra, Bottomless, and I said Call. Yeah. So you can have that in the side for what you had, and then here it is the hyenas going down. So it's my body,
so my body, stray lands,
dust shoots, and Regeki break. Okay. So that's going face down. Yeah, I'm not gonna go ahead and attack it here. Main 2, yeah, so it's just activate. You can set spell cards. Just there is a distinction for it there. Yeah, so main 2, we will discard. I might as well discard the Bottomless because you've got my body, right? So we'll discard for Snipe Hunter. We'll target this thing. This time it works. So yeah, there we go. Okay. I did summon Sage of Silence this turn. So unfortunately, I think I need to do this a little bit early, because otherwise you're going to dust shoot it out of my hand. We're going to banish the 2, and I'm going to bring out BLS. So if the Snipe Hunter failed, I would have done it that way around, but you know. And then we're going to set 3 cards and end turn.
All right.
So you are not allowed to activate Stray Lands this turn.
Nope.
But you can set cards, so set the spells as well. Yep, it's gonna be one of those games.
Okay. Ah, Lord.
So I know that you had Regeki Break, obviously. Yeah, my body, Lambs has probably gone down. Dust Shoot's definitely gone down, so we'll get a card ripped out of our hand next turn. But
Alright, I'll normal summon.
I'm going to activate Force Back.
Trying to be on his hand, yep. Yep, can't do anything on that.
Alright.
Alright.
Flip the Dust Shoot, yeah.
Dog. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So, go take a look.
Well, gee, none of those are really likable.
It's not very appealing, is it?
Ditch the Sage.
Okay, and back into deck that goes. 1 and 2. Okay. Well, I suppose I may as... Do I even want to do that, or do I want to go for a snipe? What am I even worried about? You had... Yeah, so you had the My Body, which doesn't work at the moment. You've got Regeki Break, which could be chained if I target the wrong thing. Is that really enough of a concern here? This is one that I don't know. But do I really need 2 Cyber Dragons in hand right now? Probably not, so... I'm gonna discard 1, I'm gonna take a swing at this card.
Yeah, I'll activate it.
Okay. So you take your discard. Ooh, discarding Vestalus. Okay, like to see it.
Target card to destroy it. Yeah, I don't think I can afford a Blister Soldier to be on the field.
Yeah, so to the grave he goes. So that indicates to me then that you have got Lambs and Body as the other 2, which I am fine with at the moment. I'm gonna normal summon this guy, and we're gonna go battle and go for the attacks. I'm gonna, I was supposed to activate it. I'm gonna activate Call of the Haunted. You can put it in the field. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna activate Call of the Haunted, bring back Blackluster. And because we're still in battle phase, Blackluster can attack. Okay, go ahead.
Stand by me.
Azrael was like in that last bit looking at the board, I want a Heavy Storm so badly. But I knew I'd already gotten rid of a Heavy Storm at the start of the game, so
Well, you know this is here.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so the 2 tokens can come out. So now you have to set if nothing else.
Yep.
Which we know you've got the rat still, because you didn't discard that.
Nope.
Because you discarded Festivus. So I know you've at least got a set that you can play. I think you've got to have something else if you want this to actually work, though.
Maybe this will work? Okay, how do I want to approach this? This is going to be tricky here.
This is one heck of an awkward board state, isn't it?
Oh, frick. Well, I'm gonna have to practice anyway, I guess.
Yeah, target.
Let's get the soldier out.
Yeah, that's fine. Change of Heart's a pretty good card.
Usually is, yep. Alright, so... There's 2 ways I know I can approach this.
Yeah, I think I know what you can do with this as well. Yeah, no, I don't. Wait, hang on. On resolution of Change of Heart, I'm gonna Book of Moon the Blackluster Soldier. Before things get out of hand here. I know, because I know that looks like it's not gonna change anything, but...
Well, it kinda does now, actually.
I think it does as well.
Because now I can tribute Blackluster Soldier.
I was thinking you were just going to flip summon it. No, you can't, because you played Stray Labs. Unless you're going to set. Unless you're going to tribute set, you've played Stray Lambs this turn. You can't actually...
Shit. That's right.
I mean, you could still tribute set. That is a legal move, but that's the only thing you can do if you're going to tribute this turn.
I'm gonna have to then. Fine.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it that way, but I guess I'm gonna have to. Fine. End turn.
Okay. Stand by main. 1 mole is bad, but 2 moles.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, I know you've got my body set, so I'm not snipe huntering the thing here. We're gonna go in, we're gonna attack and declare the effect here to put these back to hand. And then we're not gonna declare on this one, obviously. We're just gonna have these 2 destroy the 2 land tokens. And you are good to go at that.
Fine, stand by main.
Yeah, sorry I was a bit late on the Book of Moon thing there with it, but I had to really think about it myself as well. I was like looking through it going, hang on, like, what would all happen with it here? And I was like, well, if I book that, then it forces a different response out of you, so...
Certainly did. Well...
And obviously, as we know, this Call of the Haunted stays useless on the field because the connection to it got lost anyway.
Right. Well, I can normal summon.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna have it attack the snipe.
I'm gonna Book of Moon you. And this is why I actually booked the thingy last time around as well, like the BLS, because if you flip summoned it and tried to do the thing again, I was gonna book it a second time and then force you to do what you did with it there. Alright, stand by main. I think we you just kind of
That's
go
game
for it?
then.
It's not lethal on board, unfortunately, but yeah, I'm gonna use Snipe Hunter for the My Body that's in the back here. So because it's targeting the spell trap, you can't use My Body against it if that's what it is, which I'm obviously assuming. Yeah, because now I can. Yeah, I mean, it was probably fine anyway. I don't even know why I'm doing it that way, because I do have a normal summon that's strong enough, but I wanted just to be like absolutely 200% sure that I was going to get this. So yeah, we go battle, this thing swings and uses its effect to go back to hand, and then the other two have got 29. Oh! Oy, oy, oy.
Fucking...
Yeah.
If you didn't have that monster in your hand, that would have helped me out somewhat.
Yeah, because these weren't lethal on board, and if I had to tribute for the Cyber Dragon, that would have been too much of it. That mid game where we had like fucking 4 face downs each off of that was just like, dude.
Fucking 2 Book of Moons. Is that what you took with your trade-in?
That was one of them. It was Book, Regeki, and BLS was were the trade-in things. Because yeah, I traded a rare for the Book because that's what it was in Ferrani Guardian. I traded in the super for Regeki, the Parasite, and then of course the ultimate for the thingy. That was actually that was the 3 that I had at that time. So it was that they're not actually like new. Yeah, okay, so in terms of deck choice stuff here, unfortunately, I have to maybe not play as pure a thing as I want that way. I mean, it's not even combo. I mean, it kind of is combo. I'd be blade off it, but I just keep getting hosed by all the control stuff. So, like, the control switching, so I was like, I have to change things up that way. So, the main idea that I had for that was, I mean, apart from the magic drains, that was kind of that was like the last card for it. The main idea was actually Threatening Roar, because the main reason I haven't played stuff like Magic Drain and whatnot in the recent games is because MST being at 3 now is like, it just kind of can destroy any sort of back row setup that way. If you've got the right hand to dismantle my board, it's kind of like, damn, that's already over. But if you MST Threatening Roar, I just chain it and you can't attack that turn anyway, so it sort of works out, but at least I can stall it for a turn while I try and find something to do against your like steal of my combo thing. And then like Scapegoat was Chaos actually suggested adding that back in. This was a 3rd Threatening Roar, and I was really trying to keep 3 Threatening Roar in here, but I just couldn't find the space to do so. But this is one I've been playing for a decent bit and just haven't been drawing. Same with you and enemy controller, right? But it goes in and out depending on the style of deck I'm playing, but in this more sort of slightly more defense-oriented version of the setup here, then I kind of had to go with it. And then Sage of Silence, I wanted to play this for the last like 2 sets, to be totally honest with you, but it felt right here, because if you were going to stick with doing stuff like Treeborn Fog, Nimble Momonga, etc., this thing just runs over all of those, and then you can't play spells the next turn, and that seems pretty powerful. So that was more or less it. My side deck didn't get brought into too much, but I had like a gigantic counter fairy setup in there. Like I have the Bountiful Artemis and like half the side deck at least is counter traps. So I was thinking like I don't have all the best ones for it, but I was considering going in just to like I think I had at least 2, maybe 3 Curse Seals in there. Like Curse Seal's not quite as good unless it hits MST, right? But it's Curse Seal is one of the best counters that I have. I have a couple of Pulling the Rug in there because if you were playing Monarch, that would be the way of dealing with the Monarchs when they come out, as well as like Force Back, obviously. But I still I have a hard time not using Force Back first because it is more generically applicable. But like I did have a couple of those. I forget what the other one. I had Ryoku Field somewhere because of course I did. It's the one main counter trap that I can use against the stealing stuff. And then I'm trying to remember what else I even had that way. It wasn't anything special, I don't think. I almost played Trap Jammer, but we were like, nah, it's too hard to not leave hanging out. Like, it'd have been funny against Mirror Force, but that's about it, really. Oh, damn it, I forgot to put the new extra deck guy in. Actually, like, I know it's just quickly going into the thing here. I pulled Dark Bright, I think, is the Elemental Hero one, the that needs Necroshade, because of course it does. But there's like Sparkman and Necroshade, like that fusion. I ended up pulling that, and I forgot to put him in here for good luck. Oh well. I think I was too busy trying to work out how the hell do I cut this down to 40.
I mean, that is a tough one to choose from. So, I'm just looking at this now. I shouldn't have activated Stray Lambs that turn.
Yeah, I think that's.
I really shouldn't have.
I think that's the turning point there as well.
Yeah, because if I was going to change a heart to monster, you would have booked it life anyway. But I think you would have booked it life this monster anyway because you had the second one.
So
but,
I think. Okay, so
actually,
the only reason I ended up booking it is because you had played the Straight Lambs. I was like, okay, you can't like tribute summon over this. You have to set, and Monarchs don't do defense, so it's like, yeah,
I had two. You had two in the first place.
I did.
I would have changed the heart to Blackluster Soldier. You probably would have booked the Moon anyway if I didn't activate the Lambs.
Yeah, if you tried to, if you went in for an attack, I would have booked it.
I probably would have, if I did. Actually, I wanted to try to do Banish first.
Yeah.
So I was debating on that because if I attacked, I would attack twice, but you would have gotten them both in your hand anyway. And you would have just banished two monsters anyway. So the idea then, if I didn't activate Stray Lambs, I would have attributed your monster to tribute summon this monster.
Oh, somebody got promo, huh?
Yep.
So yeah, spoilers on the wheel. I got wildcard common this time, so can't really complain. I've had some pretty good luck on the wheel in a lot of these recent ones, but so I think the only card I could actually take out of the set was Field Barrier, like to get a third copy of that because I had every single level one in that set. So that's fine.
And if I didn't set it, you actually would have only had two. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't change it part first, I think, because it only went up to 2,800. Because you only had Pot of Greed and Dark Hole in the graveyard at that point.
Yeah, so I'd have booked that instead.
Yeah, you would have booked Moon anyway. And if I didn't banish... See, I would have banished your Mole. So if I didn't banish the Snipe, you would have just sniped it anyway. So I don't think there was a way for me to get around that.
So here, not knowing what your cards in hand were at the time, my worry was actually that you were going to just banish BLS, right? And because I was thinking banish BLS, set the Giant Rat was the play that was going in my head. And then it was like, as you were sort of thinking through the stuff of what to do, and I was like, hang on a minute, I technically still have right of action here, because the last thing that happened is, you know, your effect resolution. It's like I have an opportunity to move before you get the thing here, and it was just sort of thinking about it. Well, if I book a Moon to BLS, you could still flip summon it, but then I just book it again and it's permanently down. Not knowing that you had a tribute monster in your hand, obviously, that was the way that I was thinking of doing it. And then, yeah, because you could only change its battle position once in the turn. And so when you flip summoned it, I was going to book it a second time so that it could come back up and I'd get control of it back.
No matter how I approached that one, it would have been no way out of it.
But yeah, I was slightly concerned. Like, I was looking through the plays, and like if I was in your shoes, I probably would have banished a BLS, like, outright. Knowing, but then not knowing what was in your hand, obviously that's the killer. Dude, I wanted that card too. Whitehall Dragon is so cool. I don't know if it's actually good because it's just a big beat stick, but it's a really fucking big beat stick.
I mean, it's just one tribute, and you summon it, and you banish your opponent's magic cards.
Yeah, which, I mean, we're not really getting use out of them in terms of recursion at the moment. I mean, you are with Chaos, but like a Demog. But like, I'm not using Magician of Faith or anything here to recover them. No. So like, it doesn't matter in that aspect, but it just makes it really, really big. And like, 3,700 potentially is pretty impassable for like anything that I can summon realistically. So it's not a bad option in that aspect, and I do like it. I would have picked this up at one point if I could roll promo. Right, this was something I would have picked up last year. I think in terms of the actual history, so I don't dislike it, is what I'm saying. I actually do like the idea of picking that up.
So, if I knew beforehand what we were going to draw, I probably actually would have taken a different card instead of Whitehall Dragon, because of what I drew the first time around. So, I drew a bunch of a number of heroes, a number of other cards, whatever. I drew the Elemental Hero equivalent of Pot of Avarice.
Yep, I have that one. Yep.
And so I was like, all right, that's all our cards here. All right, let's go to Open Pack and see. Why can't I find them?
You did it again. Yeah.
No, this time it was all 24 packs. And then I didn't even save the collection. Every other time was like, okay, I didn't check the box, so I just kept opening it.
You didn't check
But this time I didn't add to the fucking collection.
No. Oh, that's even worse.
So 24 packs opened, and I got the card. I didn't get to keep it. So the second time around, I was like, all right, open it up. And I didn't even care what I drew. I was like, all right, let's just get this card, let's get this deck ready and just go. And if I knew if I was going to draw more Elemental Heroes out of this, I actually would have picked up Stratos.
Yes. Stratos is probably the one that wow. It's between Stratos and I believe Light and Darkness Dragon is in this year. Those are the ones that I would have absolutely loved here. Light and Darkness Dragon I just never got a chance to play with, so I would love to give that a spin. Plus it would be a 2 tribute monster that I'd actually feel good using. Yeah, I'm just trying to check it if it's actually in this year. 2007. Yeah, it is. Okay, up the top. Yeah, Light and Darkness Dragon is
the only other thing then was when adding Whitehall Dragon, I didn't know what rarity to put it as.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter too much with that, but
I wouldn't think it mattered too much, but like it was interesting to see that it came in as an ultra rare, a super rare, a rare, and a common.
Yeah, I guess
so I'm
it's...
like, what the fuck do I choose from here? Which one of these is from the 2007 promo? McDonald's promo, maybe?
No, I think that one's earlier. Because this isn't the first time that Whitehall Dragon's been available. Yeah, I don't know. That's neat though. I think that's the first time that we've had a promo pickup here? Despite it not being like the smallest wheel slot ever, I think it's the first time that it's been picked up, so that's cool.
No. I picked up promo Pegasus to get
that's starter deck, structure deck.
Structure deck. Is it promo? I thought I had promo some card.
Maybe
Whatever.
you have on the catch-up wheel because it was a bigger slice on there, but I don't remember.
So that first duel.
Yep.
That first duel there. Why did I not summon Cyber Dragon?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Why did I not summon fucking Cyber Dragon first? Instead of summoning Nibblemonga first. Like, okay, I'm gonna summon Nibble and actually see if he'll fall for a trap and like stop it or something. Like, wait, you should have summoned the dragon anyway, because you could just special summon it again if he has something to counter it anyway.
Yeah. Unfortunate, yeah. Oh, I guess I didn't run Black Horn of Heaven in here. That would have been the other counter trap I forgot about. Yeah, it's just what you mentioned in summoning Cyber Dragon. I was like, oh yeah, I guess I could have done that. I'm not thinking about that card until like synchros come in, I guess, because then it can actually work on more than just Cyber Dragon in your deck. Yeah, no, that probably would have made a difference. I think my hand in Game 2, I had Heavy Storm as one of the cards I'd kept in my hand after the double fail. There was, maybe it was Cyber Dragon, I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't anything that I could really play. And I was like, yeah, this is just going to be a slow, painful death. Might have been BLS, actually, and I didn't have a monster to pitch for it or something. No, because then I would have kept playing because of the snipe on it. I don't remember. It was a stupid card anyway. And it just wasn't worth even bothering trying to go through that when when I was already like down that many cards, and just anything in hand would just ruin it. Really, it was just like, yeah, the less that needs to be said about that double fail, the better. And then yeah, pretty much. pretty much here it was just a case of, well, I mean, the Grand Mole is something that is definitely worth playing in more than one, I think, if it's available, because it's just easier to see it at that. And yeah, it's obviously a dumb card, and it's something that I wanted to play before in more of the decks. I just haven't managed to find space for it. But because I'm actually not trying to go any sort of combo in this deck, I kind of figured, well, now I've got space to try and use it, so let's see if I can make it work. I mean, Cyber Dragon plus Grand Mole is still really good, so it's kind of like the new Cyber Dragon plus Exile Force, except it doesn't fall away to my body, so you know. So otherwise, you saw that I got Neos Alias was the one of the better cards that I picked up in this set, to be honest. There aren't a lot of very good cards, but if I'm just going to go over the holos real quick, I got 2 Ultra Rares. I ended up getting, as I say, Elemental Hero Dark Bright, which I forgot to put in the extra deck, so I can't show it, but whatever. And we got Desert Twister, which is like the terrible knockoff Chaos thing for Earth and Wind. What is it? Banish 2 Wind and 1 Earth monster from your graveyard for a 2300 MST that isn't even a quick effect. Like, discard a card, destroy a spell or trap on the field. Like, really? This is what they gave non-chaos elements? Like, this is why Light and Dark are just so disgusting, because they just don't give the other attribute stats or the blood. And then I got, 1 copy of the Fifth Hope, as you say, the Pot of Avarice for E-Heroes. 1 Neos Alias, which I played specifically because it's a 1900 light level 4. I didn't play it for the Warrior tag in this deck because I don't have Rhoda, but like if I did, that would be the other reason to play it. It's just 100 bigger than what's his face, Sasuke, and I'm not using the effect of Sasuke very much anyway, so it works. Aquarian Alessa, one of the really stupid Gemini monsters I care absolutely none about because it's like outside of like 2 Gemini monsters, I think the entire like Gemini setup is probably about the worst thing that they've ever introduced to the game in terms of playability. Alessa is not one of them. Ill Blood is the one that's really good at in this set, but that's a secret, so whatever. Speaking of secrets though, I pulled the Rainbow Dragon. This game really wants me to play fucking Crystal Beast. I legit, I just, like, it was second last pack, I think, and I ripped it. I was like, okay, you know what, this is just telling me. I don't know how I would go Crystal Beast at the moment now. I will have to give that one a serious think and see. I mean, it's not great at the moment, but even if it's just like a play for fun, like the Diamond Dude deck was, to play in between rounds for fun or something, I might try it anyway. Because I mean, maybe when we get the Jesse Anderson pack, I think that's after Gladiator's Assault, then I would have like more copies of Rare Value and stuff like that I could maybe use, so who knows. Otherwise, what have we got? Like 2 Summoner's Art, I suppose, is fine. That could search Neos out the deck, I guess, that's something. What else was there? There was one, did I get a double summon? Yeah, I got 1 double summon, which I've heard is a weird one, but I've heard has been good in certain formats later on. So maybe that's okay, I don't know. And then there was one other card I got 1 copy of that I don't remember. Hunter Dragon, I think it was. That was interesting enough. Just the vanilla level 3 Dark Dragon, like, it's not anything special at 1700, but it's a dragon and it's dark, and it's not terrible like Infernal Dragon. So, you know, beggars can't be choosers. It's about the best option we have at the moment in our progression. So, yeah, I mean, it's fine. Otherwise, this set is utterly terrible. Honestly, this set is worse than Cyberdark Impact by a long shot.
I mean, this pack did not really offer a whole lot anyway. No. The only thing I'm really bitter about is that I drew the Elemental Hero equivalents of Pot of Avarice, and I actually could have used that from my Elemental Hero deck. But, you know, I went 24 packs, and I'm like, alright, let's check it. Why isn't that here? Fuck.
Yeah. Also, kind of interesting that neither of us actually ended up drawing the tournament packs this time around, so neither of us got a shot at those common Necro Valley.
Yeah, a shame.
Yeah,
so
it is.
Instead of that ultra rare or secret rare, whatever, the second time around gave me Blazewing, which is all right, I guess. But
the butterfly thing.
Yeah, Blazewing butterfly. Yeah.
Okay, if like, I mean, it feels like that card is kind of, I wouldn't say mandatory for the thingies, but actually, that's an insect, right? Like, it isn't Pyro?
It's an insect and Gemini,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so, I'm remembering Gigaplant comes out, I think, in Phantom Darkness, which can special summon plants or insects as a Gemini monster. So the fact that Blazewing Butterfly can bring Gigaplant out with its effect already activated, if you can get the Gemini thing off, I don't know, maybe that's a tech for the deck or something at that point if it works. Like, plants are supposed to be really good during Synchro Hero and stuff. I know Misty and Chaos were telling me quite a bit about the Lone Fire Blossom and stuff like that being, you know, like the actual plant engine being pretty good in Synchro Hero, so it's made, like, I doubt it would be worth it, but the sheer fact if you can summon it in Gigaplant means that, and it's a Gemini accelerator in its own right, like, means maybe it's worth a consideration.
Maybe I should have played my fire deck instead. Oh well, this is all learning as you go.
Yeah.
Maybe one day I'll stop being
It's fine. We all make mistakes off of this. I mean, I have made plenty in my time with this as well. One could have argued that booking BLS there would have been a mistake too, but at the same time, I think it ended up working out okay based on what was on the field. So I wasn't really too worried about it, but yeah.
Who knows? Who cares at this point? Oh well, we did our best.
Yeah.
But at that point, though, we are in new territory. Both of us are now.
Oh yeah, like I didn't even know half the cards in this set, and I'm not gonna lie, wasn't very impressed. But the next one is Gladiator's Assault, right? Which Gladbeast is supposed to be really good. I know Brownie's been looking forward to this one for a very long time. This I genuinely have no idea how you build as an archetype, mind you, but yeah,
Assault. Yep. I think Otto was pretty excited about this one too, or at least he knows this one a lot more than anyone else.
Unfortunately, the big Gladbeast, Heraklinos, is a secret, so it's unlikely to pull, but hey, we both... did you get any secrets in this one, actually?
I may have got one in the last pull, I don't remember.
Right, yeah. But like between us in these secret laden sets, the last 3, I think we've had like 6 of them, because we both got a secret in the last one. You got 2 and I got 1 in Strike and Neos, and then I got 1 in this one and you didn't keep 1. So yeah, we've been like 6 secrets in there, so it's possible.
We've been getting... Oh yeah, the one secret I did get the last time was Gemiini Summoner.
Oh right. What the hell does that even do? I don't remember.
It's another Gemini monster. Once per turn, you can pay 5 life points, normal summon or set 1 Gemini monster from your hand, or normal summon 1 face-up monster from your control. The first time this card be destroyed by battle each turn, it is not destroyed.
Okay, yeah, so
if it battles one-on-one, it can't be destroyed.
Yeah, which is neat. It's, I think Gyroid is the first one that came up with that. Okay, so it's supposedly a way to help.
I think Speechin. I had Crystal Seer too.
Oh no!
Crystal Seer was a nice one.
Crystal Seer is probably the best card in this set, actually, outside of Neos Alias. Because, I mean, it would be the best card for me, because Apprentice Engine, it's a level 1 spellcaster, so I know it's not light and dark, but, like, I was thinking about going back to the Apprentice Engine, actually, if I was to thingy that. And I think Apprentice Monarch was also a variant of the deck. I'm not even kidding when I say those stupid Monarchs got light everywhere. They had all sorts of stuff with it, like the frogs. I think Apprentice Engine was something that was probably used. The macro stuff was used, like, any way that you could get tribute fodder and stuff out, Monarchs will use with it. So, yeah, Crystal Seer would have been really cool. I would have probably tried that actually instead of the counter. Would have still gone more defensive in the trap lineup, but I probably would have actually wanted to try and use Apprentice Magician again. But hey, maybe it's for the best I didn't get it, because then it would have been a weird sort of setup for it, I suppose. Imagine go back to see Magician of Faith here and you just go, what? What do you do with that card back out? I thought we'd moved on from Magician of Faith, damn it. Okay, so...
I mean, it was a bane in my existence for a good while.
It was,
Stop getting your magic cards!
Okay.
Oh, and the worst super rare, Necro Gardener.
Oh, wait, no, actually, that's really good. Was that one that you didn't get to keep, or was that...
It's one I got now.
Oh, that's
during your opponent's turn, you can banish this card from your graveyard and negate the next attack this turn from a monster your opponent controls.
So, this one is for, like, 3 sets time, I think. If you pull enough Light Swan cards, you might want to consider playing that. Because Light Swans, with their end of turn stuff, discard from deck to graveyard. Like, they have to send, I say discard, you know what I mean? They have to send cards from the deck to the graveyard. They are quite powerful in their own right. The actual monsters are pretty good. If you were to pull enough of a Light Swan engine, Necro Garden's not a bad pull in there, because if you end up discarding it off of a Light Swan, then you just get to negate an attack, like, at any point you want. So it's actually not a bad card.
I don't think it would cross that way, though, would it?
It would. Like, if it's in the graveyard, no matter how it got there, if it's in the graveyard, you can banish it to negate one attack.
It's during your opponent's turn.
Yeah, but that's just when you activate it. You're not discarding it, right? It's in the graveyard.
During your opponent's turn, you can banish this card from your graveyard, negate the next attack this turn from a monster. This is a quick effect.
You actually reading what? You actually like listening to what you're reading there?
This is a quick effect. It's a quick effect, so you have to activate it by sending it banishing from the graveyard to the...
Yeah, and Light Swans, as I've been trying to explain, at the end of
making it into a summon, though. That's not affecting it.
Dude, let me finish, will you? I mean, you're interrupting when I'm trying to at least help for an explanation. It's not. Yeah. So, Light Swan monsters, at the end of your turn, send cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard. If Necro Gardener is among those cards that are sent to the graveyard, it is in the graveyard in the opponent's turn, so you could banish it to negate an attack. That's the whole point.
But there's other ways to discard it in the graveyard anyway.
Yeah, there are, but Light Swans themselves are actually pretty powerful in their own right, so... It synergizes with a deck of the time, is what I'm trying to say. It's actually not a bad option if you pull enough of the Light Swans to make a decent deck on it.
Alright.
So keep an eye on it is what I'm saying. It isn't necessarily a terrible card, even if it doesn't look that impressive right now. Because, yeah. It's one I wouldn't have minded pulling, but just didn't get the option. Alright, so...
I mean, you can always banish it yourself or banish it some other way, or...
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not looking at it right now. I'm just... Ugh. I am not in the happiest of points right now, as you could probably tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway...
Misplays happen, it's fine. Alright, so yeah, we'll start off with this one. It is still 2007. We've got this and the next set, the end of 2007. Champion Pack 4 is the one for Tournament Pack, and Rise of the Dragon Lords is the structure deck this time. And I have absolutely no idea what's in there, apart from I think Decoy Dragon is something I remember being in there, which is just a garbage cup. But you know... yeah, I actually don't remember anything else that's even in there. I know Decoy Dragon because it's cute, and that's about it. Yeah, a lot of these are bad. Herald of Creation is kind of neat though. Oh shit, Morphin Char's in there, okay. Oh. Huh. There's a lot of, I mean, it's a lot of high-level monster stuff in here. I think because that was the idea. I think the idea of this deck was a lot of graveyard recursion stuff. But yo, Morphin Jar is legit though. Trade-in is in here. Okay, that's cool. Discard 1 level 8 monster, draw 2 cards. Foolish Burial too. Wow. Okay, is this the first chance that we'd have for Foolish? Huh. Now there's a card that takes a bit of thinking to get right, but my god, if you could later on in the game, this card is gross. Yeah, Lightning Vortex, Grain Control. Here's, I think, the first instance of the leveling catastrophe. So if we didn't have all of the, if we didn't get you out of the habit of setting cards in main phase 1, this would have been the card to do it. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy all spell and trap cards on the field.
Uh-huh. I mean, in the anime they did all the time, so I guess I probably should have listened for
that. Yeah, I think that's about the best one. Soul Exchange is kind of neat, I suppose, but it doesn't work with synchros, I don't think, so, because that's not tributing. Yeah, no, Morphin Jar would be cool, though.
That's from the structure deck, or that's from the
Yeah, it's from the structure deck. Chamois Pack, I'm gonna go take a look at as well, actually, because I don't remember I don't know what's in like most of these, to be honest. Because my only exposure to these has been through whenever they come up on the progression series. Bottomless Trap Holes are super okay. Confiscations are rare. Why? This card was banned by this point, right? Oh, Return from the Different Dimension is a rare in here. Oh shit, that's a good card. Some commons like Treeborn Frog would be good for me. DD Survivors in here. Manju's good for me. Robin Goblin. Soul Exchange is a common. Magician's Circle is one of my favorite traps of all time. That's a rare. That's pretty cool. When a spellcaster declares an attack, each player special summons one spellcaster with 2,000 or less attack from their deck in attack position. As a lover of spellcaster strategies, I always really like that card. But
is that Burial from a Different Dimension?
No. No, I didn't see that in here.
I said, oh, you said Return.
Return from the Different Dimension, yeah. It's like it's like a one-sided dimension fusion, but as a trap card that pays like half your life points instead, and it banishes any card that is that was special summoned from it that is still on the field at the end of the turn. But right. It's one-sided. It doesn't cost 2,000 life points, so you can play it even if you have 100 left. This card is nasty. Like this is what I would want for Chimera Tag, because you Future Fusion, you get Overload to put everything in, like for your everything out into Banished, and if Chimera Tech fails, you've got Return for the Different Dimension, and you literally Kyber your opponent by summoning a bunch of monsters in one turn. And yeah, then you could Power Bond and go for another one. Yo.
So it's a one-turn Monster Reborn for all the banished monsters.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's only on your side. The opponent doesn't get to summon anything off of this.
Yeah.
So it's ridiculously busted. It's probably one of my favorite. This is one of my other favorite cards to play at the time, as you can imagine, because yeah,
you're gushing over it right now. So
I would like it. I don't know if I'd play it right this instant, but I would like it because, oh man, just imagine this with Synchro Monsters and getting to, Synchro Summon 3 different things off of this.
Alright. I think it's time for food.
Yeah, sorry, I'm keeping you on this one. I'm going to spin the wheel. I actually need to take the trade-in from Forster Breaker as well, because I knew what I wanted to do. I was just focused on opening the set and building the deck, so I forgot to do it. But I know what I'm going to take, so I'm going to get that stuff all sorted out here. Clearly, I'm spinning the wheel on this one because I want that return. So we're gonna see if I can somehow get it. And yeah, next time, Gladiator's Assault. archetypes I have absolutely no idea how to play, and we'll see if we can actually get enough of this stuff.
Yep.
This is at the point where, like, if I actually do decide to build something that way, I'm gonna need a bit of a hand as well, because yeah, I actually have not experienced Glad Beast at all yet. I have no idea how this deck actually functions. I've read the effects, but yeah, that's about as far as it goes. I have no idea how the hell you play this deck, so we'll see if we actually get enough stuff to do it. I'm willing to try.
We'll find out.
Alright, you go get your food. Thank you for playing, dude.
Yep.
Once again, we broke even.
And for one, yeah. Thankfully, we didn't go for a third one.
Alright.
The duels are just so freaking weird, though. Like, it goes so fast, and all of a sudden, this slog. It's like, okay.
Yeah. It's like, alright, I guess I can't go full combo in this. I've got to pace it down a little bit so I don't get blown up by change of heart, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, see you later, dude.
Alright, have a good one.
Okay, well, plus side, the strategy worked. Downside, Snipe Hunter can go fuck itself. We kind of already knew that, but still, yeah. Yeah, Heraclinos is definitely the bad bit. Yeah, I don't think Glad Beasts were playable out of the box, right? They had to get. I know they get sporadic support as the sets go on, because like I know they're kind of. Oh, what was it like? It was kind of like the. It wasn't even Heroes. It was like the Ultimate Insect or something, where they just kept getting like one card for several sets, right? Because I know there's some into 5Ds as well. Yeah, so I don't know if they're actually good enough out of the box, but you would need to get most of them now, right, in order for this to actually be playable in the future. Like, I think Laquari is a rare, right? Don't you need 3 of that? This one. Because he's 1800. And I think this one's the one that's needed as same for Heraclinos, but that's a secret, so... we don't have extra wildcard extra deck on here yet either. That's in 5Ds, so we're not gonna be able to pull it that way. Sorry's Chariot. Chariot is one of the spells, right? Because that just searches. Chariot is I don't think it's in this set. I think it's in the next one, isn't it? Chariot, I think, was a common, though, so... I'm just trying to remember what I heard of this in the progression series, and it's like, I'm pretty sure Chariot was a common. Oh, it's a trap? Okay. What was this Searcher, then? Like was it Proving Ground that was the Searcher? Because I know they have a searching card as well, right? Chariot, then, I guess, was the, not quite Omni Negate, but... So let's see, you probably want this one because it destroys a monster, right? Yeah, you probably want that. Bestiari, definitely. No, Bestiari's a winged beast. Can this, No, they're all different types. I was gonna say, this archetype can't use Icarus attack, right? It's Divine Wrath without the discard. Okay, yeah, so it's not quite on. It's not quite negatival, but yeah. Dimikari, was that one alright? It can attack twice if it comes out. Sekito's a bit weak, but it does get to... It does get to special stuff, but... Yeah, we're not too fussed with those. Yeah, so I think it's the next... Yeah, Proving Grounds is the rotor, okay. Ah, okay, right. So and that comes out in the future set then. Yeah, let's actually go on that then. So this is a fusion. Takes Bestiary and a Glad Beast. That's fair. Must first be special summon by shuffling as they all do. It's a kind of contact fusion. And special, target up to 2 cards on the field, destroy those targets. Yep. And then special, except Bestiary, so you can't loop it that way around, but yeah. And then the other Glad Beast can... Okay. So question, how do you actually get multiples, how do you get enough of these things out? Because, like, with a couple of exceptions, they're not incredibly powerful, right? As far as attack stuff goes, like, Laquari's pretty good in terms of power. But, like, I'm just... Yeah... I mean, from the initial stuff here, we just don't have... I don't think we have enough, like, swarming through it that way, but... Yeah. Well, this is the start of something good, is what we're getting at here. So, maybe the set's not super impressive then, because the Cloudians are really bad, I know that much. Evil heroes are kind of I mean, the evil heroes themselves are probably not very good, but some of the fusion stuff I think was okay, if you could get it out. Yeah, I think the initial stuff is kind of whatever, but there's the start of something good. Swing of Memories is an interesting card. I don't have enough normal monsters to make it work, but it's still interesting. Yeah, like Dark Fusion's rare. The field spell was terrible. Respite is possibly okay. Yeah, Respite's probably fine. Chariot, yeah, Super Endures Genesis, yeah. Okay, yeah, negating the Fat Monster when it's... Okay, that's cool. Yeah, Respite's probably alright. Yeah, but we're like... You're saying all of these things, and it's like none of that is possible right now. We are nowhere near any of that. These are probably the big pickups out of the set. Although the fact that we have like triple MST and stuff, maybe these don't even come into play. But I think these are going to be pretty big. Definitely side deck options, if nothing else. We're going to have to consider this. When do you think? Ancient Sanctuary. It was a super rare. That was like literally 11, like 15 sets ago. Okay, not quite, but... No, I don't think they're going to be perfect, but I do think... I still think it's worth, like, looking at them. Royal Firestorm Guards was a secret in here, that's cool. Yo, Necroface? Dude, I love that card in video games. Soul Taker's pretty cool. Silent Doom is alright, I guess, if you can use the normal monster. Soul Taker's a good one, though. Veil of Darkness was always interesting to me. I don't know if there's a dark deck that we would get that you'd want to discard everything for. Yeah, Magic Formula was terrible for how long it took to come out. I mean, it's obviously a bad card anyway, but it's pretty terrible. Alright, let's just get our wheel spin before we do anything else here. Actually, I'm not rolling this one this time because we didn't lose. God, why is there not a bookmarks thing on the full screen? It's really bad. Whatever, winner's wheel. Gladiator's Assault is also kind of noteworthy because in terms of the wheel, because it's the next one that's worth trading it for. Okay, let's just roll and see what we can do. Thank you very much. I will happily take my tournament packs. That is good. Because we are on Champion Pack 4 in this one. which means we have potential to get hold of Return from the Different Dimension. Ultra Rare would have actually been kind of okay. I guess I would have taken Crystal Seer, which probably isn't that good, but like Ultra Rare would have been fine, I guess. Because I wouldn't necessarily mind trying the Apprentice stuff with it. Champion Pack 4. Okay, let's see what we can do. Okay, third survivor. Yo, Phoenix Blade. Whoa, hold up a sec. Can we abuse that in this series? Huh. Is there any way that we can actually make good use of that? Okay, Manchu's good, that'll save me trying to trade for later. Third Survivor if I want to try and play the Macro stuff again. Phoenix Blade is super interesting. So, for those who don't know, Phoenix Blade, I mean, I guess I'm not on full screen so I can show it. You can only put it on the warrior monster, but that's whatever. It gets 300 attack, who gives a shit? During your main phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you banish 2 warriors from your graveyard, add this card to your hand. Okay, maybe if we, I mean, obviously if we pull like Return or something, that would be good, but alright. Pack number 2. Treeborn Frog number 2. Okay, I guess that's fine. I had to like trade in for a Treeborn Frog, so that's cool. I'm not too fussed about that, in terms of, you know, that's a good one to put. Okay, no such luck, that's fine. No Return for the Different Dimension, but Divine Sword Phoenix Blade. I'm gonna have to have a think about that one. There's gotta be a way that I can use that. There's gotta be a way that that's usable.